Hey guys, Asher Comanche today and Watcher of Realms. Welcome to the video, guys. I'm glad to have you here with me, chilling, talking some Watcher of Realms. Get ready for your mediocre video of the day, boys and girls. Gather around because Ash is about to do something stupid. I'm about to sacrifice not one, not two, not three, but four. I'm about to sacrifice 4 legendary heroes. I had to gut check that math for a second. Am I sure I want to do this? I think I do. I think it's all for the content, Ash. You got this, man. You got this, dude. I'm going to sacrifice 4 legendary heroes because look what I saw in the Awakening shop this week. It's a Kria Soulstone. So this has got to be a sign from the Moonton Watcher of Realms gods, ladies and gentlemen, because you know what they did? They went in, they rigged my account. They hacked my account, right? They made it so that I was lucky enough not just to pull 1 Kria, not 2 Krias, not even 3 or 4, but I have pulled 5 Krias on my account, which means that I have her at Awakened 4, which means if I buy this Soul Stone, if I sacrifice 4 legendaries, I can have a fully awakened Kria, who, as I just mentioned, I think she's in a top 3 worst mage in the game. Do you guys agree with that statement? Today, we're going to answer the question, even in a perfect world, can Kria be serviceable to anybody out there, even if she's fully awakened? Now, I realize how many fully awakened Krias are out there anyway, so this is just showing her at her best. I think she needs a huge buff. Not the little tiny thing they just did with her or whatever. A big girl buff. Like the nerf they gave Boreas, give that buff to her. You know what I'm saying? Because she's a 21 cost mage who's not that good. So let's do this. First off, feel free to fast forward if you guys don't care about this, but I figured it might be fun for you to go through the decision-making process, because I have no idea what I'm going to do here in terms of who I'm going to sacrifice out of my legendaries that I do have right now. Obviously, I'm going to go with a legendary that I do not have built, right? So, Alistair.
Well, let's just say I'm not your type, okay?
No way, dude. I've actually been looking forward to maxing out Alistair. He's probably next on my list. So, yeah, definitely not going to be him. We have Inai. I think she's gonna have to be not just 1, but actually 2, because we have 3 Anais. I am not a fan of Anai. Okay, finally. All right. Boom, unlock. Boom, unlock. Okay, 2 down, 2 to go. Now, this is where things get dicey here, because I like everybody else quite a bit. I have Kai, who I like as well. I haven't fully maxed him out, so it seems super premature to be like, yeah, Kai, you're gonna be gone, man. Let me dismiss these 2. I hate to do it. I really love Sadie, but I already have a fully maxed Sadie, and honestly, everything that I feel like I need her for, I'm able to do without her being awakened to 1. It doesn't feel good though, guys. I'm doing it all for the content. I'm not going to do Nasalt because you guys know how I feel about him, right? I mean, he's one of my absolute faves, right? He's my 3rd favorite healer in the game, behind Elowen and behind Leia, excuse me. All right, I already had Sadie at A1, so I take that back. So this would have been an A2 Sadie. I think we're okay. I hate it, but I think we're okay. All right. So that hurt. That really hurt. This is whale activity here. By the way, guys, if I was like free to play or anything like that, I would never ever do this. I don't think, right? So we have 460. Sure, why not get a legendary skill crystal while we're at it, right? Kria. Ugh. That felt A, anticlimactic, and B, awful, okay? Let's see what you got, girl. It's your time to shine, right? It's your time to shine. Just to quickly go over this, right? At A1, the attack interval of Stormcrow is reduced by 1 second. There's a 25% chance of inflicting anti-healing on the Stormcrows, okay? On the A2, attack plus 300. On the A3, inflicts vulnerability to magic damage on each hit by the Necrostorm Assault. I believe that is her ultimate, and that's a 30% vulnerability to magic damage, 2-second duration. All damage plus 8% on A4, and then A5, excuse me, finally, each lightning strike of Necrostorm Assault has a 50% chance to summon 1 additional Stormcrow. Here we are. Boom. Fully A5. Now, do we take this to a disgusting and absolutely disturbing level? Like, hide your kids, hide your wife, not Copa friendly, not made for kids, and use my legendary skill crystals as well. Oh my god, it does not feel good. I already have the Necrostorm Assault fully skilled out. I got really lucky on that, right? Because everything else is level 1 or level... I get more damage there. No way, right? More damage on the basic, and well, the duration increased too. That's pretty good on the Feast for Crows. And then Killer Crows, the effect duration and attack increase. It doesn't feel worth it to me since I already have the ultimate maxed. That's the Necrostorm Assault that we referred to earlier. I can't do it. I just can't. I can't go that far, not at least without testing quite a bit. So really quickly on Kria, right? Within 20 seconds, every 3 enemies killed in the basic attack range, not killed by her, just killed point blank by anybody, right? Summons 1 Stormcrow, okay? The Stormcrow follows the target around and attacks 1 time every 3 seconds after reaching the target. Each strike deals 70% AoE damage to nearby enemies. Up to 5 Stormcrows can exist simultaneously, and each can last for 15 seconds, okay? On her ultimate, strikes enemies in range with lightning 3 times, inflicting 200% AoE damage and slow. That's a 25% slow. That sucks. I mean, that's an easy buff right there. Why don't you bump it to a 75% slow, the good version of slow that like half the epics in the game have, you know? On up to 10 enemies each time. So at least it hits a ton of enemies, right? Okay. And it's pretty cheap. It's a manual on the Necrostorm. Okay. Basic attack. Inflicts 70% AoE damage up to 3 enemies in attack range on the basic. The Killer Crows, when the effect of Necrostorm Assault, the ultimate, ends, enhances every Stormcrow on the field summoned by this hero, increases the attack by 25%, allowing it to inflict slow. That's a 50% slow this time, okay, on each attack. This effect lasts for up to 12 seconds. I can get that up to 15 seconds, but nah. And I can get the attack up to 30%. It doesn't seem worth it to me. When a Stormcrow disappears, increases this hero's damage by 3%, lasting for 9 seconds, and it can be stacked up to 5 times. Well, I can get that percentage up to 5%, and then the duration I can get up 6 seconds as well. That does seem worth it, but let's test her out first. Golly, right? Okay, so what do I have on her for gear? I have crit damage, I have attack bonus, and I have attack bonus. It is a broken set on the right. I have a whirlwind on the left. Not my best gear, not my worst on the account, so I would say a pretty accessible build for mid-game players, early end-game players out there, I would say. So we have attack speed at 208. That gives her attack interval at 2.2. Not the best, not the worst. We have 103, 244. Could go for some more crit damage there, but that's we're rocking. Excuse me, guys. That's the build. In terms of artifact, right now we have Tears of Twilight, which is going to be really good on her. Attack is increased by 24% when deployed. When HP is lower than 80%, the attack effect is reduced to 12%. Okay, I mean, good build. Everything about her is good. Fully awakened. The worst mage in the game, with all respect to Shamir. I see you, Shamir. I see you, bro. You're the worst. You're the worst. Let's go into a, I don't know, resource raid. I put a couple teams together. I don't want to use her with any other legendaries in this video, as I was saying. I haven't been using any resource farming on my account, guys, at all. I have been, I don't know about if you guys have a similar experience as me, but I've just been selling a lot of gear, really, you know? Okay, let's do, okay, you can see the little Stormcrows, or 1 at least. Hey, they do pretty good damage here, at least in gold raid, 7 or whatever we're at. Let's go ahead and test out. Let's just keep these 3 heroes, like let's 3-man squad this. You can see the Ravens are doing pretty good. Let's use her ult right there. I mean, that's some really nice damage. Again, we're in gold raid here. We're not Void Rift Nightmare or anything like that, right? But look at those crows, man. I mean, they're putting in some work, that's for sure. Before the enemies even really approach, she is taking care of business. Let's go ahead and use Iona's ultimate so we can do a fair damage check here. She puts some work in too. Iona is my favorite damage dealer, non-legendary in the game, I would say. What about you guys? Man, those crows on that last ultimate, that was some serious work too. The damage isn't really going to be fair here because Kria got 2 ults, Iona only got 1. But let's take a look anyway, right? Yeah, I mean, Not bad, not bad. I think the goal there, though, is to show you, in case you're unfamiliar with her, kind of what it looks like, what the Ravens look like, how they engage, what they can do in terms of the AoE damage in a best case scenario, okay? Now let's go to Gear Raid. Gear Raid 1, I'm going to go stage 19, turn off the power of dominance, and again, put her in an all epic team. Let's see if she can kind of hard carry through this. Our BP is a little bit low, but I don't think that should be an issue. Let's kind of slow it down and talk about placements here. So her range, her crows, they actually fly quite a bit. So I'm going to put her over here, and I'm going to put Iona at the top. I think that's the way to go, because her crows give her some range, give her a little bit of distance. Put Dolores over there, and then we'll put like Maul in the back. I have Greed too here, so I think I might put just Greed on the other side. Yeah, I mean, that's poor range right there. Let's put Maul over here instead. Let's go ahead and pop the ults, all three of them right now. Just kind of see what we're working with. Let's get Hollow in there for some rage regen. Pretty good damage. Keep in mind that A1 does have the anti-healing as well. So far, so good, right? We're early on here. Let's go ahead and put Vortex as our healer on the left-hand side. I will switch sides in just a moment here, guys. I know some of you find it pretty infuriating when I'm covering the whatchamacallums. Let's put Aatrox out there too. Yeah, let's start popping everything here. Let's go this, let's go this, let's do some of this, let's do some of that. Let's go in with Kria, sure. Let's get some rage regen in there. Her ultimate's super fast, as you guys saw there. I'm gonna use Greed over here on the left. Hopefully, with Greed, Iona, Maul, and Kria, that will be enough DPS to protect our wall here, right? The entire battle. Let's go ahead and, yeah, let's use Dolores. Let's go ahead and use her right here. Can you see the Storm Crows coming in? I don't think I even need to really time them in terms of the anti-healing or anything like that. It's not like Lassir, where I feel like you need that pinpoint precision timing, which is kind of nice, I guess. All right, let's go here. Mari, you're up first. Let's go ahead and I kind of want to pop this. Oh, no, Dolores died. Well, that's not gonna... No, Dolores didn't die. Who died? Iona died. That's not good. Okay, Kria. We're counting on you. Aeon's gonna come in here and help a little bit with the debuffing. This is where it's a DPS race, right? Gonna go ahead and pop that ability, get another Aatrox in there as well, get Maul in there. Maul has I'm telling you guys stuff you already know here, but his CC is incredible. Let's go ahead and go in here. We're almost ready to get Iona back on the battlefield. Let's go pop everybody. Iona's back in. And our wall isn't looking too great. Let's see if we can sneak some of this damage in with Dolores. Not much. Really not ideal there. I'm thinking we'll use another Kria, another Maul. Vortex we can pull out, get Aatrox back in there, because we need to put some work in here, guys. Mari. Dolores. Okay. 55 out of 59. Is that where we're at right now? Our wall is seeing better days, but it's gonna be it's gonna come down to the wire here with this squad. Let's go ahead and get this done. Let's quickly get this in there. Uh-oh. Okay. We're good. No, okay, let's get Maul. Okay, we got this, right? Should have popped it after Dolores, but I don't think it's going to matter here. Let's just get her out there. Yeah, look at that wall. We are close, but all right, so at least we got the dub, right? We got the job done. Let's get in there, get some more. Do you see the little Storm Crows? I don't even really see them on this boss. Oh, well, I guess nobody died recently, Ash. That's why. Let's check the damage here. Let's just see what she did here. Now, Iona was dead for a bit there, so... that's going to stack the odds a bit in her favor. But a win is a win. No power of dominance. And let's just say, so she does almost double the damage of everybody else on this team. Let's just say that Iona probably would have been more in the 35 million damage range, I want to say, if we had been Johnny on the spot with Hollow's ultimate to save her. And then that would have chipped away from some of her damage, Kria's. But I have to say that a fully awakened Kria that like nobody has in the game seems to be serviceable, right? I think the problem with her is I would want to power up her debuffs. I talked about her slow. I want to add a little bit either more control or more damage, but one of the two to her kit. Now, we showed you her in Gear Raid 1 and Gold Raid, which should be the places where she excels and shines beyond almost every other like hero in the game, right? Just based on her kit. And I wouldn't go that far. I mean, we compare it to epics. I'm guessing that a Boreas, that a Vierna, that a Comet, that all like the really, really S tier legendary mages are still going to absolutely just decimate her in terms of how good they are, right? That being said, though, it wasn't as bad as I expected. You know, it wasn't, and I don't have her fully skilled up either. She's got some promise, she's got some potential, but with all of that said, you know, for the 15th time, we're looking at her, you know, almost fully maxed, fully awakened, you know? This should be, to me, more of a baseline what we can expect for Kria. Comparing her with other epic champions, she feels like a really good epic and not a legendary to me. What about you guys? Maybe a little, am I being unfair? Maybe a little bit better than that? An average legendary? Another issue I have with her is just her cost. 21 cost seems a bit high initially for this, this hero. I would love to see like a 19 cost. Doesn't sound like a massive difference, but it does in a lot of areas. Their initial cost especially will dictate where or when you're going to be using them, right? Because a lot of the times you have to be fast out the gate. I would buff her debuffs, maybe her damage, maybe the cost, maybe 2 or the 3. What about you guys? Are you impressed with Kria? Are you not? Let me know in the comments below, guys. And if you want to see another underwhelming legendary or epic champion spotlit here on the channel, go ahead and let me know in the comments below. Much love. And as always, take care, guys.